Musashi was an accomplished swordsman, strategist, philosopher, and author. His father, Shinmen Munisai, was a samurai who was talented in both kenjutsu and judo-jutsu, which is likely how Musashi gained an interest in this combating style. His mother died shortly after his birth, so he was nurtured by his stepmother, Tashiko. After his father divorced her, he was taken to the Shorien temple to his uncle Doran, who was a monk there. During his stay, he was taught Zen Buddhism and received primary education. Musashi wrote some excellent works on swordplay and strategy. The most renowned are the Book of Five Rings and Dakoto, both written in his latter years. He has a 61-match undefeated record. Hence, he is known as Japan's Sword Saint. He also created the Nitten Ichiryu swordsmanship technique. Here is a treasure trove of quotes from this legendary warrior that will teach you how to go forward in life.
Do not seek to possess either goods or fiefs for your old age. Perceive that which cannot be seen with the eye. Anger. Control your anger. If you hold anger toward others, they have control over you. Your opponent can dominate and defeat you if you allow him to get you irritated. The true science of martial arts means practicing them in such a way that they will be useful at any time, and to teach them in such a way that they will be useful in all things. Aspire to be like Mt. Fuji, with such a broad and solid foundation that the strongest earthquake cannot move you, and so tall that the greatest enterprises of common men seem insignificant from your lofty perspective. With your mind as high as Mt. Fuji, you can see all things clearly. And you can see all the forces that shape events, not just the things happening near to you. All men are the same except for their belief in their own selves, regardless of what others may think of them. The ultimate aim of martial arts is not having to use them. The path that leads to truth is littered with the bodies of the ignorant. In large-scale strategy, it is beneficial to strike at the corners of the enemy's force. If the corners are overthrown, the spirit of the whole body will be overthrown. Be detached from desire your whole life long. In fighting in an everyday life, you should be determined though calm. To know 10,000 things, know one well. The spirit of my school is to win through the wisdom of strategy, paying no attention to trifles. Study this well. No fear, no hesitation, no surprise, no doubt. Think lightly of yourself and deeply of the world. Do not waste time idling or thinking after you have set your goals. Perception is strong and sight weak. In strategy, it is important to see distant things as if they were close and to take a distanced view of close things. A man cannot understand the art he is studying if he only looks for the end result, without taking the time to delve deeply into the reasoning of the study. Fixation is the way to death. Fluidity is the way to life. It may seem difficult at first, but everything is difficult at first. Determine that today you will overcome yourself of the day before, tomorrow you will win over those of lesser skill, and later you will win over those of greater skill. You may abandon your own body, but you must preserve your honor. In battle, if you make your opponent flinch, you have already won. Whatever your determination or willpower, it is foolish to try to change the nature of things. Things work the way they do, because that is the way of things. Everything can collapse. Houses, bodies, and enemies collapse when their rhythm becomes deranged. Resentment and complaint are appropriate neither for oneself or others. Step by step walk the 1,000-mile road. Truth is not what you want it to be, it is what it is, and you must bend to its power or live a lie. To become the enemy, see yourself as the enemy of the enemy. Be neither insufficiently spirited nor over-spirited. An elevated spirit is weak, and a low spirit is weak. Do not let the enemy see your spirit. Really skillful people never get out of time, and are always deliberate, and never appear busy. From this example, the principle can be seen. When you have attained the way of strategy, there will be nothing that you cannot understand. You will see the way in everything. Anyone can give up, it's the easiest thing in the world to do. But to hold it together when everyone else would understand, if you fell apart, that's true strength. You should not have any special fondness for a particular weapon, or anything else, for that matter. Too much is the same as not enough. Without imitating anyone else, you should have as much weaponry as suits you. When you decide to attack, keep calm and dash and quickly attack with a feeling of constantly crushing the enemy, from first to last. It is difficult to understand the universe if you only study one planet. To win any battle, you must fight as if you are already dead. If you wish to control others, you must first control yourself. Never accept an inferior position to anyone. It is the strongest spirit that wins, not the most expensive sword. You win battles by knowing the enemy's timing and using a timing which the enemy does not expect. If the enemy thinks of the mountains, attack like the sea, and if he thinks of the sea, attack like the mountains. If you do not control the enemy will control you. Do not regret what you have done. Whatever the way, the master of strategy does not appear fast. Nobody is strong and nobody is weak if he conceives of the body, from the head to the sole of the foot, as a unity in which a living mind circulates everywhere equally. If there isn't discipline, how can there be a true realization of an ideal? When the enemy starts to collapse, you must pursue him without letting the chance go. If you fail to take advantage of your enemy's collapse, they may recover. Today is victory over yourself of yesterday. Tomorrow is your victory over lesser men. The approach to combat in everyday life should be the same. If you know the way broadly, you will see it in everything. Many things can cause a loss of balance. One cause is danger, another is hardship, and another is surprise. In time, all things work to your advantage when you pursue them with an open heart. You must understand that there is more than one path to the top of the mountain. Language does not extend to explaining the way in detail, but it can be grasped intuitively. There is timing in everything. Timing and strategy cannot be mastered without a great deal of practice. The purpose of today's training is to defeat yesterday's understanding. If we look at things objectively, from the viewpoint of laws of the world, we see various doctrines departing from the true way. There is more to life than increasing its speed. The important thing in strategy is to suppress the enemy's useful actions, but allow his useless actions. Do not let the body be dragged along by mind, nor be dragged along by the body. The only reason a warrior is alive is to fight, and the only reason a warrior fights is to win.